A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times they won't get in the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Desmond King picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
That catch good for only a couple. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first down carry for Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Vikings 49-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
A gain of
that one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Cousins now from the 50. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To the air again, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Vikings nothing.
On second down, Cook. Down right around the 25. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Hooked in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards, a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try to get things settled down a little bit.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
And Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Evans on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins to throw it. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The tackle by...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just get out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Now a run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
It's second down.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. The Vikings pick up the football. Too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Cousins on 1st down. And a third interception thrown by Cousins. It's by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The rookie Cameron Dantzler picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The 40. He's at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The rookie Cameron Dantzler picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Cousins. His pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Desmond King picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 24, Tannehill. Over to Smith. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 76 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They throw right away. That's complete out on the right side. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Jackson to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football
at their own 40-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this one is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
It was covered by Jeff Gladney.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 21-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, it's Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 30 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's gone 2-2 on us now. At 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones able to run it, catch it, and produce big-time points put on the board by him.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Bucs rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
It's 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Titans.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
His kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Titans 21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Desmond King making the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They begin with Henry, and he is going to lose yardage here. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play.
Brought down back at the 14.
Tannehill now to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now it's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Tannehill. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Tennessee.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
And 6.
Tannehill throwing again. His throw incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Again, Tannehill being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers,